We continue Unit 5, Absolute Values, with the transformations of absolute value parent function. This lesson entails the parent function absolute value that we talked about in Parent Functions, Unit 1, and also Unit 2 when we talked about parent function transformations. But in this lesson, we're only going to deal with the absolute value. So let's graph y equals the absolute value of x. Remember, the parent function of the absolute value of x goes through the origin. So its key point is right here at the origin. The domain of the absolute value of x parent function is all real numbers. The range of the absolute value parent function, if we look at our graph, it starts here at y equals 0 and it continues to infinity, so y is greater than or equal to 0. This should be nothing new to you. We learned this about 4 weeks ago. How do you think each of the following functions differ from the parent function? Now we got our transformations again. Let's go over the general function transformation. Remember the general function transformation? The number in front, if it's negative, it is reflecting. A is a vertical stretch or shrink. B is our horizontal stretch or shrink. And remember, B is what we called in class a liar, to help you remember. C is the horizontal movement left or right. Remember, C is also a liar. And D is our vertical movement up or down. None of this is new information. You have already been taught this. Now let's reapply all this information for our absolute value. My A and D are outside the function. The B and C are inside with x. So how do we think each of the following functions differs from the parent function? Since 2 is outside of the function, it's a vertical stretch by 2. Let's look at the next one. There is a 3 outside of the function and a positive 2. Since 3 is in front, this is a vertical stretch by 3. Let's look at the other vertical movement. This is a vertical movement up by 2. Now let's look at the horizontal. The 1/4 is in the B spot. So therefore, this is a horizontal stretch by 4. Remember, x's are liars. The other movement with x is -5. Well, this is right here where the C is. This is movement right 5. Remember, x's are liars, so it's the opposite of what we think. Let's look at the last one. We have a reflection. This is out front of the absolute value symbol, so this is a vertical reflection. So it's a reflection across the x-axis. The 2 is out front of the absolute value symbol, so it is a vertical stretch by 2. And there's a -2 out here outside of the absolute value symbol. So this is down 2. Now let's look at our horizontal movement. There's only one. The graph is moving to the left 5 units. Remember, x's are liars.